ladies and gentlemen, we have the smart diaper now. This is going to revolutionise the way that you parent.
The smart diaper.
These days, everything is smart. What's wrong with smart? Nothing.
Oink oink, Piggy says good job.
But smarter. Smarter thinks big. Smarter helps destroy cancer with precision. Smarter 3D prints a bridge out of steel. Smarter makes the fastest faster. Smarter lets you binge watch without being watched. Smarter sees the future of medicine in deadly venom. Smarter sends school kids on field trips without leaving the classroom. Smarter uses big data, AI and 5G to fight climate change and feed future generations. Because the toughest challenges demand smarter technology.
Babies will love the smart diaper. And
We do too.
Take that, smart. Lenovo. Smarter technology for all.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Southeast Asian Startup Summit 2022 powered by Lenovo in association with Amarpe, Washington University of Science and Technology, AVS Group. Today we have with us wonderful speakers from different parts of the world. The topic is quite exciting and interesting, I must say. The topic is future skills to consider in 2023. The next year that is very much important for everyone, and we're looking forward to it. And what are the important skills that we need to be focused on? We will discuss about it. So I'm inviting Ms. SUMAIYA ZAMAN all the way from Bangladesh. SUMAIYA is a broadcast journalist. Welcome, SUMAIYA. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you, Imran, for inviting me to today's webinar. And
Yes,
it's an
yes.
excellent topic to speak about. As you know, I
Yes.
work in this industry, like skill development industry with
Right.
ILO's famous skills development curriculum, SIYB,
Right.
which is Start and Improve Your Business.
Yes, yes.
So this is running, this curriculum is running in more than 100 countries, especially developing and underdeveloped countries.
Right,
So I can give you some
Exactly.
information. I can share
We are
my
very much
experience.
yes, we are very much excited to have you in this summit. And now I'm inviting Dr. Ruma all the way from Nigeria. He is the CEO of Opportunities Hub. Hello, Dr. Ruma. How are you?
Hi
Can
guys,
you hear me?
thank you yeah, I can hear you very loud and clearly. Thank you so much for having
Awesome.
me here. Actually, the good things, and I look
Awesome,
forward
awesome.
to discuss
Yes.
more
Now,
about the
yes.
opportunities and the skills.
Yeah. Now I'm inviting Ms. Farha Mahmud Trina, convener of Women's Internet Governance Forum. Hello, Ms. Trina. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yes.
can hear you. Hello, everyone. Nice
Yes,
being
yes.
here.
Thank you for joining. Now I'm inviting MD ALTAMIS NABIL, the president of JCI Dhaka West. Hello, Mr. Nabil, how are you?
Yes, fine. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Awesome. So, last but not least, we have other speakers. They will join very soon. Our next speaker is Ms. SADIA MURTALA, Director of Social Spray NPL 002. Welcome, Ms. SADIA. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hi everybody. Hi. I'm really excited to be here and to be sharing also ideas with everybody while also learning. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. So I will start the discussion with SUMAIYA ZAMAN, the broadcast journalist, as she is working in this particular sector for quite a long time, to know more about what are the future skills to be considered. What, in your point of view, what will be the upcoming important skills that need to be considered? Over to you, SUMAIYA.
Thank you, Imran, for giving me the opportunity to speak about the future skills to consider in the year 2023. As you know, I am working with ILO's SIYB project, which is Start and Improve Your Business, I just mentioned. So SIYB is operating in Bangladesh, with 100 more countries. I mean, 100 other countries, with 100 other countries. So we are working with SMEs, MSMEs, entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, waste workers, people who escaped human trafficking, girls who has to start earning in a very early age. We are working with so many different groups right now, with other partner organizations who are giving us these participants to develop their skills in entrepreneurship field. So, as you know, 2023 is going to be a very tough year. As you know, the recession will hit in every country, especially due to post-COVID situation and Ukraine war. And most of the countries are already suffering from this effect, right? So there will be there's the price hike is going on right now, and all the you cannot buy anything in cheaper price anymore, right?
Right.
So this is going to be very tough year. Even our honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, she recently announced that there will be food crisis in 2023. So I think we should. What she meant is we should focus on
Exactly.
agriculture right now.
And we need to be very careful about the future regarding consumption of everything.
Right.
And we need to be ready accordingly to the world. The trend is going on. We need to be prepared on that way. Thank you, Sumaya.
Yes.
On this note, I will move to Mr. ALTAMIS NABIL, as he is he's working in this particular sector with youth and one of the largest youth organizations in JCI Bangladesh. So, want to know more about, in your point of view, what will be the upcoming, the skills that need to be considered in next year.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Imran, for the opportunity to speak in front of the audience. So the thing is that, yes, people will tell about more related with artificial intelligence, maybe coding, maybe cloud computing, maybe blockchain, and so on. But I would like to emphasize in a different topic, which is not only required on 2023, maybe required on after 10 years, 20 years, and more. Basically, I was elected as a president of Junior Chamber International Dhaka West, which is the largest local organization in Junior Chamber in Bangladesh. So I have opportunity to deal with youth here. And also, I am currently working as head of managed services in Miyake Media Limited, which currently operates as a managed service partner of the National App Store BD Apps, where we are hosting around close to 40,000 developers. So, I mean, by dealing with those youths, what I have found that, I mean, Dhaka is the capital of Bangladesh, obvious reason, but whenever we consider any module, any scheme, or such a thing, we only consider the capital, but not the rest. So Bangladesh means all 64 districts. So here we need to emphasize more about the urban areas and such kind of stuff. So here I'd like to emphasize, I mean, we have all heard about the Maslow's hierarchies of need, right? Which is, I mean, a pyramid where on the top, which belongs the self-actualization. So what is actually the self-actualization? It is realizing a person true potential. So being the, I mean, facilitator of personal branding over 10,000 people, I have learned that people are very much unaware about finding their true potentials. I mean, there is many kinds of ways to find their true potential, to figure out those things, like, I mean, trying out using ikigai and so on. So here, I mean, it is very important to find the self actualization, which means morality, the creativity, the spontaneity, the problem solving skills, lack of prejudice, probably acceptance of the truth. So those skills would be required not only on 2023 but also on the coming years. I have dealt with many youths, maybe probably from the southern parts. I have spent a very good amount of time on those areas. I have found that people are very much unaware even to think about what is their ambition of their life, what is exactly they wanted to be. So I have, I mean, very surprisingly, they are even feeling shy to figure out those things, and I mean, they used to taunt each other that yes, that guy is very much serious and so on. So that is my main objective, to focus to the youths to find their true potentiality. I mean, what they are good at. I mean, if they figure out their true potentiality by assessing probably ikigai policy. I mean, in ikigai, I used to teach ikigai and in many circumstances. I have figured out there is four sweet spot, which is what do you love, what do you are very good at, what can bring you money, and what is very good for the society. So by finding the sweet spot, they can easily find out what they are good at, and if they nurture those, I mean, particular talent, and if they try to figure out those talent into their career, that might add much more value. So definitely, in this era, in this generation, those, I mean, 4 IRs, practicing those, adopting those are very much important. I mean, there is many more distinguished speakers are there who will also figure out those things. I also do appreciate, and I also, being the practitioners of digitization, I also endorse those things. But I would like to emphasize on my discussion that along with those technological upgradation and adopting those, I mean, along with their nature, along with their habit, practicing those things, I mean, early self actualization and so on is also very important. So finding, I mean, those things earlier is better to identify what would be their best for the career. Yes, over to you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Nabil, for your opening remarks, and we really agree with this thought of yours. So now I'm going to Dr. Ruma to know more about his point of view regarding this African regions. What are the upcoming skills that you guys need to be focused on?
Well, thank you so much for having me here. You know, actually, since from the beginning, 21st century is all about skills development. And recently, the COVID-19 shows that we can only survive with skills. And if you look at the entire African ecosystem, one of the biggest things that works out in Africa is the skills development, because we get to understand that with the limit of resources we have in Africa, without the skills, we cannot move forward. I can give you some certain example. In Africa, we have a great developers in terms of technology. We have a great innovators in Africa. But the point things is that most of the people are not engaged into the skills development. But recently, the COVID-19 teach us that time will come that when people doesn't need to work in office to make money, but people can work from home to make money. So with that regard, that I can tell you that many people in African countries are now being involved into the skills development. However, I'm being calling for the young people in the Africa region to look at around, because Africa, we have a lot of challenges and we have a lot of problems. But as a skills development expert, I can tell you that anywhere there's a problem, there's a huge opportunity for people to make money through skills sets. Because, for example, in today's world, people can make money at home through writing, through content development, through software development, with a lot of things. And with regard to that, can you hear me, please?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. And with regard to that, I've seen the many potentiality of young people in Africa. I created a digital skills bank, which is a substantial of opportunities. Of what we do on digital skills bank is building the capacity of young people from the grassroots. Because I can tell you that if you go to in Africa, you go to the rural places. There's a lot of places in very rural area. We call them unserved and underserved communities or marginalized communities. However, there's a lot of young people in that communities with a great potentiality of skills. Through the Digital Skills Bank, we bring them to us, we give them a mentorship programs, we build their own capacity and link them with people who need their services. So the Digital Skills Bank is serving as first skills market ecosystem in Africa, whereby you go there, profile yourself, and then people who need their services will contact you. So with that, I can tell you that the African skills ecosystem is building up, because we believe that getting a qualification to have a degree, master's, or even PhD will not earn you a job in Africa, which is obvious is everywhere part of the world. The governments, the institutions of the government, they are already choked up. There's no work over there. We know that all over the world, this is not an African issue, it's a global issue. But I can tell you that in Africa, if you have a skills with the regard of people, population of people that need those services of your skill, we can make much money. So I can say that the skills ecosystem in Africa is booming. And then I think I'm calling for anyone who would just as an investors, if you want to invest in Africa, now is the time to invest in the skills development market.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Ruma. Now I will move to Farha Mahmud Trina regarding her experience or like her thought regarding the future skills. So as she is very much active into this youth community, so what you are expecting in coming days? What will be the challenges, and what are the required skill that would be very vital in coming year? Over to you.
Thank you very much, Imran Fahad, for this wonderful question and inviting me here. Digital technology is just changing every single moment, every single minute, every single second. So we should have the cognitive flexibility because of we should have the ability to cope up with all the changes digital technology is giving us. So we should be the multitasker for the future. We also should have the digital literacy, because if you are literate, you can move forward, right? So digital literacy is a must. Already 4 year is going on, it is ruling everywhere, right? And based on the theme STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, 5 year is coming up to rule our whole ecosystem. So for 5 year will be based on the theme SMAC, social media, analytical, and cloud. So those things we should have that literacy to cope up with, right? So digital literacy is a must. And besides that, AI, IoT is ruling now, but we have to have the emotional and social intelligence as well, because of human will be guiding the whole ecosystem. So if you have to have the empathy, and you have to have the ability to cope up with your team member, to your society and your community, right? So you have to have the ability to collaborate, to have the empathy, and to have the excellent communication skill to move forward. And one more thing, we should be very creative. We should have the creative and innovative mindset, as well as open-mindedness, so that we can move forward to have skilled person in future. That is all. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. With this note, like as you have said, like the social intelligence and the emotional intelligence, that will be a crucial part in coming days. I totally agree with you. With this note, we are moving to Mr. Sadia Murtala. Can you hear us, Ms. Sadia?
Yes, yes, yes. I can hear
Yes. So
everyone.
yes, so would like to know more about, from your point of view, what are the things that we might expect in coming days in this era of new normal, or like heading towards the new normal? Over to you.
We should expect a lot of changes. I was looking at the data by the UN. The report says that the latest projection suggests that the global population could grow to around 8.5 billion in 2030. And prior to this, they had made a publication, the UN had made a publication to say that around November 15, 2022, our population will rise to 8 billion. And then it went further to say that in 2030, we have a population of 8.5 billion. And then in 2050, our population will rise to 9.7 billion. And in 2100, we should expect a population of 10.4 billion. That just goes to say that everything we know will change. Every single thing we've ever known will change, and we need to be ready for that change.
Right.
And for us to be ready for that change as people, is for us to also become adaptive to change. And when I speak about being adaptive to change, I want to say that everybody need to have an agile project management style. This is to say that you could change when it comes to any activity changing. If you're working on any sort of project, no matter how little it is, that you must have that ability to change. The future for everyone is very clear. I want to say it's apparent that every single thing you know would change. And what this tells everyone is we should be ready to adapt to change. We should be ready to really open ourselves up to life learning. If what you know today is a particular skill, let's say for example you're into facilitation, that means you facilitate any session, you should be open to change to say, oh, what would I improve about my work? What will I improve in the things that I do? This is just to say that every single person should be alert on the trendings, what is happening, what is changing in the country, and move with that change. We should all be
Right.
adaptable. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sadia, for your kind remarks. We are at the middle of this session. We will move to Ms. SUMAIYA Zaman. What will be your suggestions for the youth, those who are watching right now and those who will watch next? What will be your suggestions to them?
Thank you, Imran. My suggestion will be don't stay at home like watching television or Netflix or binge all day. And don't, engage yourself into online video games. You can take online courses instead of,
True.
engaging yourself into those online video games or Facebooking all day and watching videos, reels, so many things. If you, I'm not saying that you cannot use Facebook. If you use Facebook, try to use it to earn more money.
In a
Like
proper way, yes.
Facebook is giving you opportunity to make some money when you post video contents. You can, if you have a proper monetization, you can earn money from Facebook. So I would say that don't waste your time doing something which will not, bring you any monetary benefit. Also,
Right.
I would like to suggest of the youth, uh, in 2021, unemployment rate in Bangladesh was approximately 5.23 or something like that,
Right.
5.23%, I guess. And the main reason of this unemployment is they're not skilled. They're very educated, like they have BBS, they have MBS, they have honors, they have masters, but they're not properly skilled. They don't know what is needed in that office, whatever that organization is, or uh, even I was employed. I had my background in English literature, and now I'm engaged in journalism and also skills development, also in the skills development sector. So
Right.
you see, I had to struggle a lot to learn that skill, to use it properly and to earn money. So I didn't have any guidance. I don't want the youth to not to have the guidance. I want them to have guidance, and I want to have more guide for them, like proper guide, proper skilled
Right.
person who can pass it to them. Um, so they should, learn skills no matter what. I
Exactly.
mean, learn new skills. You never know which one is going to work for you.
Right, right. From this thing, you have mentioned about the mentoring, proper mentoring that will take them
Right.
to the next level and that will enhance their skill development, which will be very important and essential for 2023. Thank you, Sumaya, for your kind
Right.
remarks. Now,
We
yes,
need national employment policy, and we need governments, our government's assistance to build up more mentors, more trainers, more master trainers, to develop the youth of our country, and also
right.
for the overall economic development and growth.
Right, right.
Uh,
Thank you, Sumaya, for your kind remarks. Now we'll move to Mr. Altamish Nabil. Like, as you are working with the core youth in Bangladesh and globally, you are quite active in this particular area. So, what do you think? What will be the challenges in coming time or coming year to reskill themselves, or what will be the do's or don'ts for the youth? Your point of view.
Yes. What I believe that the main thing is that, let's say, I was even discussing with some of my colleagues that, let's say, if a resources who is currently working in maybe 10 years in the industry, so his competitor, his challenges, I mean, not only be the other resource who has only 10 years experience, they will need to compete the people who has maybe less years experience, maybe 3 years, 4 years. The reason why I'm telling this is, as the technology is upgrading, as everything changing so rapidly, if we do not be agile, do not adopt to new technologies, new I mean innovations and so on, uh, that particular resources will be completely lost on the track. So that is very important to upgrade yourself in terms of the new normal, the new scenario and so on. And also, I mean, a few advices to the youths, what I have found in high level. The first thing, end of the day, is very important to connect peoples. If we cannot connect the right peoples, maybe, I mean, I'd call this as a high level as networking. So the networking is the key to maybe get a good employment, to get a good investor for my startup, maybe to even get married and many other things. So networking is the key, number one.
Right,
Number
number
two
one.
is, as I always, being the practitioners of personal branding, I always encourage people to find their ikigai so that they can find their actual potentiality, where they are very good at, or what can be their career path, and act accordingly. That is the second thing. thirdly is very important to be human end of the day. So they should devote themselves for the society, for a greater cause in many many ways. uh, Fourth is very important, developing skills whatever they can. Definitely I would slightly disagree with the previous speakers that they cannot, I mean, stop using, I mean, Netflix and so on. Definitely those are important, and those, except those, I mean, the life will be much more, I mean, not exciting. I mean, those watching the contents on Netflix is also very important to make themselves upgraded, make themselves trending. That is also very important. So the in a nutshell, they should develop their skills. I mean, whatever they should feel like, and whatever the prospect is ongoing. The next thing is also I would encourage, and people used to start on their university ages, probably they forgot to continue, which is traveling. Traveling is such a thing which enhance their experiences to the real life, and that implication happens. And last thing is finding their mentors. I mean, the key is finding a mentor and don't let them sleep. Those are, I mean, some hacks what I found that is very much essential for a youth to, I mean, take them to the next level.
Right, amazing. I totally agree with you, Mr. Nabil, regarding the points you have mentioned. And the one more thing that I need to add regarding the networking and like connect with the right mentor in a right time. That is the most important thing. Like what we have seen in recent days or recent past, they don't really care about the networking things, because networking is such a thing that will take you to the next level, or take you or connect you with the right people at the right time. If I can give an right example, this summit we have connected 75 speakers from different part of the world. It's only possible because of the right networking. And yeah, you have clearly mentioned this is the most important thing to enhance their skills. So I totally agree with you. Now I will move to Mr. Dr. Ruma, say a few words regarding what you are thinking about the upcoming challenges in coming days,
You see,
and
one of the things I have
your advice.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, thank you. One of the things I have always said that is about the COVID-19. You see, the thing is almost now a 1 year ahead of COVID-19, but the biggest disadvantage or challenges of COVID-19 is just starting from now. I can guarantee you that. So, which means the young people or whoever watching us should think about that. What can I do to survive in next coming? Because COVID-19 just came in as a time, just chip in into our into the world actually, and then everything is shut down and everywhere is closed. But the side effect of that is coming in the next 2 to 3 years coming ahead, which means all the young people need to learn something, that the skills development that they will succeed in the future. According to the previous speakers, all of you guys who have tried well, because what you intend to show people is that you need to learn, but learning, you need to have a mentor. You cannot learn alone. But even though one of our speakers says she learn alone, but you see, there's a lot of difficulties of learning alone. However, with the availability of technology is giving us an opportunity to do that as well, which means you can learn through the YouTube. As the last speaker just said now, he didn't agree with the submission of stop watching Netflix. I think my friend there, she is preparing to close their Netflix account and then go to the YouTube and learn some skill from the YouTube, because Netflix is all about movies, but YouTube is content for is content for the skills, is content for the development actually, perhaps. Let me say that. So my advice to young people is that things ahead, because time is moving and we have to think about where the future leaders in the next 20 to 25 years will be the one on the top of here of leading the world. So if you don't have the skills, the leadership capacity to do that, our generation or our time will be the worst leaders. So I think the best thing to do is to learn about the leadership, skills development, and even diplomatic relations with the other countries, so that during our time as leading the world, history will remember all of us. Thank you.
Absolutely. And most important thing regarding the content that one speaker mentioned, like we need to find the right content in the right place.
Actually, what I meant,
Yes.
Imran, can I add?
Yes.
I mean, can I interrupt?
Yes, please,
What I
please.
meant is,
Yes, please.
I agree with the other two speakers, and what I meant was, you know, people or the youth should turn their hobbies into opportunities, because you should do something that really, you know, that you feel good and you enjoy doing that in your free time. If you you know, turn that hobby into your opportunity, then
Exactly.
that would be, you know, great. Like I have turned my hobbies into opportunities.
So
So
I can
uh,
say in that way, like we have to turn our passion into profession, right? So that
right,
is the
right,
most important thing, so that we can convert this thing
right.
in a proper way. Yeah. So yeah, with this
Right.
note,
Also, I would like
we're
to add one
yeah,
more,
please.
Imran. I would like to add one more point. You know, to eradicate or to enhance the skills in 2023, there should be more, you know, vocational educational institute
Mm, mm.
to develop,
I agree with you.
you know, new skills and you know, make them make those people come to the workforce, and you know, even they can even grab the opportunity to work outside our country or around the country with new skills. So I think you know, people should not only people, government should consider establishing more vocational institutions in our country, and you know, as there are other guests from other countries, their government also should focus on vocational trainings.
Right,
That's
right,
all
right.
from me, Imran.
Thank you, Sumaya, for your wonderful remarks. We are coming to the close of this session. Moving to Ms. Farah Mahmood Trina, as she is very much optimistic and quite inspiring in this community. I want to know more about your suggestions, like that Mr. Nabil mentioned. Like, what will be the key things they can take it from this session, and the learnings from your side? Yes.
See, Imran, networking is everything. That what my previous speakers was telling about. We are in a very good seminar, in a very good webinar, just because of the network.
Right.
See, we are so many speakers are all together. We are talking, we are connecting, and we are sharing our ideas and views on connecting internet or connect. As I am working on internet governance, so it is an initiative led by United Nations. So there we are working on internet governance, where we can make some policy for internet users. Recently, I have done women internet governance. So where we have talked about the barriers, the challenges the woman faces every single day while working on internet. So that is can be important thing that I can share. And one more thing is, definitely we apart from being so much internet based, we should think about the traveling and our passion. That's what Mr. Nabil was saying, that we should be focusing on our passion as well. So while accomplishing the passion to profession, we must not what should I say? We must not forget about our interest, our hobbies. You never know, anything, any hobby, any interest, any passion, we can make it happen for our future skilled country or community. That is all from me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Ms. Farha, for your wonderful thought. I really appreciate that. We're coming to the end of this session. Can we have Musa on the screen? Musa, can you hear us?
Hear you loud and clear.
Okay. It will be great if we can turn on our camera. Yes.
Yes.
So Musa, what will be your thought or your suggestions? I think there is an echo going on. We need to, let me fix it out. Hello. Yes. So, Musa, can you tell us more about your expectation and your suggestions from the global youth perspective regarding the essential skills that we are looking for or forward to consider in 2023? Musa, over to you.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity, and I'm very sorry for coming late for this wonderful session. I hope you can hear me loud and clear because the network is somehow here.
Very loud and clear, Musa.
Okay, good. Every speaker have actually said almost everything, but as a young person, I always emphasize on building a sustainable network. Building a network, once you're passionate, your passion only cannot really place you or strategically position you where you ought to be. You need people, and people are your assets. So networking skills, majority of we young people, we lacked that networking skills, and it has actually affected our growth. So once you network, when you network genuinely, you meet people, you learn. You unlearn first, you relearn, then you keep learning until you hone your skills, until through those networking, through the network that you've been able to build, you'll be able to position yourself, and you'll be able to, you become a force that you'll be reckoned with. I take my own lifestyle as an example. I grew up from one of the streets in Lagos State, Nigeria, where we have young people striving for opportunity. But many of them look up to me because over the years, I've been able to understand I need people. And when you need people, you need to learn how to communicate with people, how to support their goals, how to also build your own skills while you're supporting their goals. But many of us young people, we don't have that patience. We just want to quickly start something and get the results. No, you have to put in the sacrifice first while you're learning. So in that process, you're putting the sacrifice, you're doing your best. Somebody somewhere is watching. And while they are watching, they are also monitoring your growth. While you're growing, definitely once they know you have the capacity, they'll give you the opportunity to shine. So we young people, the majority skills that we need is our networking skills, building relationship, a genuine relationship, not a relationship because you want to get opportunity from it. So that's one. Then number two, irrespective of how passionate you are, always show up. Me showing up has been able to position me to where I am today. If I don't show up, I'm very sure I wouldn't have met Dr. Babangida Ruma. I would have met Imran Fahad. I would have been able to connect with SUMAIYA Zayan, the likes of people like that. Because I show up, because I volunteer, I make sure whatever skills I've been able to learn, I also put it out there. I support people cause to make sure to contribute to their own success story. Likewise, they are doing same thing for me. So irrespective of how skillful you are, also, you must always show up. Volunteering is very, very important. Service to humanity is very important. Thank you.
Thank you, Musa, for your wonderful thoughts. Yes, now we're coming to the close of this session. We will close this session with the closing remarks of Mr. Nabil. Any other thoughts from Dr. Ruma or Sadia? If you want to add anything, just quickly, we will wrap it up in a few minutes.
Okay, I think
Okay.
I want to add something. You see, what I want to add is Musa said something that I got very impressed. You see, there's almost everything on the internet. All the opportunities we're looking for, they are there online, which is what makes me create the Opportunities Hub as one of the largest opportunities, technology-driven ecosystem. We connected people to get opportunities. You see, one of the challenges we have in Nigeria or in Africa, let me say, is access to that opportunity. There's an information gap between the opportunities providers and the opportunity seekers. So I think a part of our inspiration to build the capacity for people through skills, I think we need to build one of the largest ecosystem that will connect between the Asia and Africa. Like let me just say perhaps like a market ecosystem that connected the African people and the Asian young people, whereby if there's any opportunity from Asia, can be shared in that platform. And
Right.
then if there's any opportunity in Africa, can be shared in that platform. And maybe an Asian people can travel to Africa through that network. And maybe us from the Africa, we can even travel to Asia through that platform. I think if we do that, we bridge that information gap or relationship gap between the Asian and Africa. If we do that, build that material ecosystem, I think it will make a lot of sense. So thank you.
Absolutely. With this note, I want to add few things regarding like the collaborations or like the introductions regarding the 100 influential personalities that opportunities have created. Me, Sumaiya got like we were in this cohort. So next time maybe other people will join in this particular network so that it will grow exponentially higher.
Exactly.
So I totally agree with you. Any more thing you need to add, Sadia?
Oh, yes, I really share everybody's view. Really wonderful points have been raised. I just have like 6 things to share to every young person that will be listening to this live stream. One will be, I want every young person to take some few steps to look into what skills they have or what skills they desire to acquire. That one. And 2 is, how does the skills that they desire to acquire or they need connect to the needs of people? That really look into the population that I talked about. How would that skill really address the need of this population that is expected for the world? And then 3 is, what is now about? I want young people to really think about this. What is now about? What is tomorrow about? That's the future. That means, how would the skill that I'm acquiring today or that I desire will be able to solve problems of tomorrow, right? Just look into whatever that we are facing right now. And then number 4 would be that I want young people to understand that big achievements come one small advantage at a time. That means that we must be happy with where we are in the pursuit for where we want to be or what we want. And then the number 5 will be, I want young people to really know that we have the power to mold our life. And the last one will be, success is measured through pleasure. So please, we got to enjoy the process. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you, Sadia, for your wonderful words. We will close this session with the closing remarks from Mr. ALTAMIS NABIL. So yeah, here we go. Mr. Nabil.
Yes. I have said a lot of things. I believe that I would not require much more to add, but let's say, in a nutshell, wherever you are, maybe from Nigeria, maybe from Middle East, maybe from Bangladesh, such country, doesn't matter. No matter what, just believe on you. I mean, the future will be yours. That's it. All the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. It was an amazing Asian African session, I must say, and we are looking forward to collaborate more in coming days. And I hope and I believe we will be a part of different collaborations in coming time. So with this note, we are closing this session. Hope to see you soon. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, Imran.
Thank you.
I'm very
Thank you,
happy
everybody.
to
Bye.
connect from Technoloy, a very remote
Okay.
area.
Yes,
Bye.
absolutely. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
অনলাইন বিজনেসে মার্চেন্টদের ফাস্ট এবং সিমলেস ট্রানজ্যাকশনের জন্য প্রয়োজন একটি স্ট্রং পেমেন্ট গেটওয়ে যা সিকিউর পেমেন্ট কালেক্টিং এবং সেলস প্রফিট ট্র্যাকিং এ সাহায্য করবে। তাই টাইম সেভিং এর পাশাপাশি রিয়েল টাইম কাস্টমার এনগেজমেন্ট এবং পেমেন্ট সিকিউরিটি এনশিওর করতে আমার পে আপনার অনলাইন ব্যবসার জন্য বেস্ট সলিউশন। আমার পে বাংলাদেশ ব্যাংক স্বীকৃত পিএসও, যা একটি সেফ, ইউজার ফ্রেন্ডলি এবং রিলায়েবল পেমেন্ট সলিউশন। এখানে মার্চেন্ট একটি প্ল্যাটফর্ম থেকেই তার সকল কাস্টমারদের পেমেন্ট ভিউ এন্ড ম্যানেজের পাশাপাশি মাল্টিপল পেমেন্ট অপশনের সুবিধা পাচ্ছে। আমাদের ফিচার্সগুলোর মধ্যে রয়েছে কাস্টম ইনভয়েস জেনারেটর, সোশ্যাল মিডিয়া চ্যানেলের মাধ্যমে ইনভয়েস লিঙ্ক শেয়ার করে পেমেন্ট গ্রহণ, ইজি পেমেন্ট ইন্টিগ্রেশন প্লাগইন এন্ড এপিআই কানেকশন এবং প্রতিটি ট্রানজ্যাকশনের সাথে থাকছে ইমেল ও এসএমএস নোটিফিকেশনের সুবিধা। এছাড়াও চার্জব্যাক প্রিভেনশন থেকে শুরু করে ফ্রড ম্যানেজমেন্ট এবং ইএমআই এর ফ্যাসিলিটিস তো থাকছেই। তাই একটা স্ট্রং ব্যাক অফিস সিস্টেম এন্ড 3 লেয়ার সিকিউরিটির মাধ্যমে যে কোনো অনলাইন বিজনেসের জন্য আমার পে পেমেন্ট গেটওয়ে হতে পারে আপনার পেমেন্ট কালেকশনের একটি নিরাপদ সমাধান। বিস্তারিত জানতে ভিজিট করুন www.amarpay.com।
We are the face of every woman, every man, every person striving to be their most beautiful self. Now our face is changing. And like all the lives pharmacy has touched, every future has been altered for the better. It's an evolution that will change everything. The products may look different, but it's what's inside that's really evolved. Science and nature meet beauty with stronger formulas, better ingredients, and the same high standards we've been living up to for over 71 years. It's a new era, and the rules are still golden. Dr. C Tuna Skincare.